Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the swamp, where, as they like to say here, only the Gators come out alive. This place is cranked up and ready for a big game today. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Notre Dame will kick it off to get us underway. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Second down play coming up. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they catch him? So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs. The defense comes down with it.
The Gators offense retakes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. As a design quarterback keeper. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking for the wideout. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
And the fullback takes a turn running the football. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Quick throw to the left side. And he takes it into the end zone. Let's check and see what that marker is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Tackle after the completion. Offense will now set up inside the 5.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a 4th down.
He's not going to get there. The defense is up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Florida, 7, Notre Dame, 0.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the tight end. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Just great timing here with this quarterback and his wide receiver to pick up this first down. And really over the years, that's what Notre Dame's looking to get back to consistently, is being able to complement what they can do by running the football and to have a quarterback that can drop back and make the throw like this and keep the sticks moving and keep his offense out of harm's way.
An explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Back in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's got room looking for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Irish. Look, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And the point after is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they moved it down into scoring position, but got stopped on 4th and goal. Got to put that behind them.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's
Continues to fight for yards. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
On the play. Brings up second down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, drops back. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Going for a big play downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks Once you get him behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. Ball lands at the 5. It doesn't check up. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they move backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Second down.
Backwards on first down, so it's second and long from the 19. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
On third down, he drops to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
And he'll drop back here on third down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Handoff to the back. Breaking free at midfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. First down here for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. Yeah, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Completion makes it second and medium. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Fights through a tackle. Sophomore brought down after a nice run. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. The shotgun handoff here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Has the first down, still on the move. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. No huddle now for the offense. They finally corral him at the 1. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The Gators offense retakes the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. They'll try and run it with a fullback. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
And that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Under pressure, hit as he throws. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
So here we go. The first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 40 now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Always looking to throw. And looking for a big play here. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Give it to the big fullback here. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Can he make it to the marker? Just runs through a man. A mismatch. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Gators will kick this away to begin the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Single back takes the handoff. That run moves the ball across the 40.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 45. breaks clear. End zone ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And now here comes the point after attempt. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Hands off to the fullback. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll go down after a nice pickup on the play. That'll be a first down. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Here's a carry for the fullback. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Makes a quick catch. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 21, Florida 7.
Direct snap to the back. They make the stop just short of the mark where it's getting fourth down and inches. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. They need less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on fourth. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Flips it with the running back, but he's got work to do. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this fourth down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that first down.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. They'll try the right here. Tackled after a few-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They hit him behind the line, and out comes the football. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Defense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
Now, looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. And here comes the punter onto the field. They'll kick it away here. He's going to try to return the punt. And the returner is brought down. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Powers through. They'll tackle him at the 27.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Now it's second down here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Catch made on the sidelines. They'll move the sticks. It's a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Big gain, catch made at the 30. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
1st and 10 play coming up. Linebackers making some adjustments now. There's the handoff. Got space looking for the end zone here. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Florida. That's a crucial score for it. Makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Tackle is made at the 37. Good enough for a first down.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Receiver in motion now. They go with a direct snap. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. The offense still on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. It's a one-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on fourth down. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Egregious roughing the passer call. Automatic first down. Let's hope the quarterback is okay. So 1st and 10, that's a costly mistake for the defense on fourth down. And the quarterback just kneels down. So the win streak continues for this team. Good job, Kirk, bouncing back. They're just getting stronger and stronger now.
You've seen their stock start to really rise, and these players seem to be buying in. Credit to the coaching staff for leading this streak and keeping this team together after that loss a few weeks back. You can tell this team is bought all the way in.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.